Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is Game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-ear match against Robert. It's a Japanese player and for me it is LZ. This is scenario 1.5 on game version 28. And we arrive at 9th of January, 42 turn. Not success torpedo attack, but yeah. My cargo ship's trying to bring in more supplies to Mindanao, but yeah, at least only 2 shots hit so far. One of my cruisers have trouble with damage control, but I was also able to get some torpedo hits in this fast troop transport. Well, this is task force, so 2 torpedo hits on an AK, even if it's only Mark 10 torpedoes, will be enough to sink the ship, yes. Oh, one of my mine tenders. Yeah. Torpedo boat was not able to do something at night. Now at daytime they get slaughtered. No, 3 lost. My retreating task force can avoid this torpedo attack. They are the Japanese coming to hunt down my cruisers. Yeah, my retreating northern Chinese army. Hopefully I can reach Lanzhou. City attack Singapore once again. Once again, flag is good. Many Japanese aircraft getting disabled, damaged, or even destroyed, but also some Dutch Lodestars are broken down. These are aircraft I was still using to airlift some troops before. And the Dutch air transport cannot upgrade later on, so it's a dead end. I can only use this outdated airframes and then it's over. There's nothing else coming more. And you can, if you fly at 11,000 with the British flag, that is really just out of range of 40mm flag. But the 3-inch guns can easily down your aircraft. I am not more here. Last turn there was a big cap trap. And I lose a minesweeper damaged by Navy search from Kido time. This is the P-40Bs. I cannot get them out, so they're getting slowly destroyed on the ground. If I call them back, they're also destroyed, so I use them for training. It gives the pilots at least the possibility to get more skill points. But and this is a long range sweep across Borneo. After the heavy air losses yesterday, maybe Robert is a little more concerned about this. Yeah, Kido Butai going for a ground attack. No, it's a navy attack. Ah, yeah, there was a submarine, I think, damage. I don't know why, but now it's a lost. I think it was heavily damaged before and it was an emergency repair. It could only go 1 hex. Now it's completely destroyed. Ciao. You don't want to attack, so and I lose this small cargo ship, but I have at least some escort now finally here also, and I get some hits on the rowboat. Bombardment und ja. So the Japanese have 1, 2, 3, 4 full divisions in the regiment plus heavy artillery. I have also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions here more or less. So the attack power is equally strong. And I have the terrain, but I lack supplies. This is this subunit of a regiment. Scouting and taking Lugenburg. No one here. So today, no big clash. I must check my cruisers, how much the British crew... there was a C-class British cruiser, maybe failed damage control. But the rest was okay for the turn. So today air losses for Japan are a little high, mainly because of Singapore again. Yeah, Flag did the job. And I lost the loads down the ground in a P-40B also in Manila, all destroyed by air power. But at the same time there was a small short range Dutch submarine, not really the most important asset. Oh, there's a small ground units, nothing new, nothing I can call back. I still have more points than the Japanese. But once Singapore will fall and Manila, the Philippines are completely wiped out, this will change fast. Good, so first, there was a... So the AD was able to stand down, I don't know, with 1 or 2 torpedo hits, but now the ship is safe in port and can be repaired. Not a very useful ship for me, but at least it's still on the map. My submarine got also 2 torpedoes into this enemy cargo ship, so that was successful. I see the retreating task force was hoping to maybe intercept here someone, so I sent some cruiser formation in this area, but no. I sent the other cruiser formation also in this point to intercept ships trying to reinforce Moresby or Tulagi. Maybe there's something in the future. We'll see. I lost the cargo ship, who cares, but at least I was able to damage the rowboat. So I'd have to return to Moresby for repair or even back to Rabul. Maybe Kijubuta is low on fuel. Going back to Tarakan. I was hoping to get here maybe some submarines in position. My cruisers are limping back to Batavia, and you can see my C-class cruiser will arrive tomorrow. Damage is high, but not impossible to fix. I have a shipyard in Surabaya with a size of 8, yeah, so I can fix it. Batavia got the cruisers back. Mauritius, oops. I can at least fix the system damage here first. And some of the flooding damage to maybe get the cruise speed of 3 out and then send back to Colombo. Because this cruiser is too big for the shipyard in Singapore, Surabaya. And shipyard of Singapore is a dead end and maybe a trap. I cannot get this damage more fixed, and Prince of Wales is still here. We will see if I can fix the damage. What else? So here is a carrier fleet, support carrier fleet, cruiser formations. So we move southwest to finish off my cruisers, but I was just out of range. Yeah. So torpedo bombers can go for 7 with torpedo. So I was lucky that he don't use their extended range. And maybe I was also... Oh, normally this would be in range, but maybe he shortens the range, or there was bad weather. So full detection, but if I'm lucky, I can reach Batavia port tomorrow. Question is only if I have anything to fight here, because up to now I have only buffaloes and hawks and demons, more or less only training aircraft. The real only guys can fight are the British. So I get finally some Hurricane 2Ps here. Also with somehow okay pilots. But this is all I have. So I have really simply no one can take on this kind of airstrikes. Same here in Surabaya. I have 2 American air wings, but I sent them to Balikpapan the day before, so they are tired and need to also repair and rest and fix the aircraft. And there's still some aircraft on the ground needing repair. So I can call them back, but it takes 3 or 4 days before I can get all my aircraft out of Balikpapan back to Surabaya. Because I have not really a lot of aviation support here. And the port is a little damaged now after the strike. Good. And in China, so far no big issue. The Japanese catching here up with me. Burma Road is still open. So the tank unit who was first trying to cut here fall back and now is taking the long road over the mountains. Oops. But he's also already one guy. So normally I need to get someone here to block Lacio. We will see. This is only a mine and submarine detector. So Rangoon is still full of supplies. And I have here 600 attack power. Okay, good. Medan is also fine, 250 attack power, but it's clear defense hex, so nothing I can really use. I have some British aircraft. I think from Singapore I will try to get into India to train pilots. Calcutta is also a training base up to now, nothing more. So I have no really army pilots, still only P-40Es already. The Bs are also fine for dogfighting, but the numbers are also limited. So the P-38s could go, they have a range of 6, so a little more range than the P-40, but not much more. For long range cap or something like this, or sweeping the enemy base. But bringing in any aircraft into China this early on is dangerous because the low supply situation. Sending aircraft to Rangoon could be helpful, but make no sense to attack any Japanese ground forces in the mountains or in jungle. So yeah. And here in Dutch East Indies, where I really need normally air cover, there are too many Japanese pilots, and my pilots are not ready for this kind of high-end and high-skill level of air battles. Good. I think this is all first. And my submarine blockade here, trying, but no radar. It's always hard to find something. And the skills are not the best of this kind of submarines. They have only, don't know. Naja, they have at least a minimum of 55. At least. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.